Luke, first season with us. You joined us from Luton, where for the last 5 seasons you were in the Premier League and then the Championship. Before that, how big, if any, was the adjustment to be then in League One with us?
Not much really. I've been in League One before with it was with Barnsley and Luton, so it's not a massive change. It's more the people got to get used to who you're playing with. Quite a lot of my styles working off other people. I'm not going to dribble past 5 people, and that's not kind of my style. So it's taken me a bit of time to get used to that, and hopefully we're seeing a bit of the rewards with results and everything at the moment.
Are you a sort of player that sets yourself targets? So when you're right here, do you set yourself any goal targets or any sort of targets at all?
Yeah, I always try and get double figures. I'm on 6 at the moment, so I need a few more to go, and hopefully I can achieve that.
Well, speaking of those 6, I'll come on to that in a short while, but we've had 2 league defeats in 14, which have pushed us right into the playoff mix. The mood in the camp from the outside looking in at least looks very good. Is that the case, and is it still okay even after that narrow defeat at Birmingham?
Yeah, we're real positive. We're a positive group. Even when we were struggling at times, we were still positive. We still knew what we had in the camp and knew what we could do. And now sort of everyone's kind of seeing it on the outside that we've put a good run together, and we needed that because now we're in the kind of the hunt, but we haven't really achieved anything yet. We've got 15 games to really push on and stay in the playoffs and really try and do something special this season, really.
You've experienced promotion from League One before, of course, and the Championship, of course. Do you see your experience as important in the running with the players around you, and how do you compare our squad to those promotion squads you've been in?
For sure. You kind of, when you're a bit younger, you don't really appreciate the older players and who just keep you calm and bits and bobs. I'm trying to give that in training when we need to be on it, when we need a bit of a livener, when we need to work in a bit harder. But just trying to show that experience, and it's just taking one game at a time and really, really focusing on getting the points. And if we can do that and leading into hopefully get a good position in the playoffs, and then hopefully take that form into that, and then anything, it can be a bit of a lottery at times in the playoffs. I've unfortunately I've won 1, lost 2, so it's not easy in there when you get in there. But all we can do is give ourselves a chance and try and get in there. And
you've obviously in your playing career, especially while at Luton, played in some top stadiums in your time. Full stadium at St Andrews on Saturday. The away end was loud and proud and packed as well. Is that by where you can give an incentive to the younger players, especially if you, a little extra push, a little more effort, and this is where you could be playing every week? Yeah. It
was great. It's great hearing the fans, especially at home. That's why I think a lot of the good results have come at home, where they're really getting behind us, especially late on when we're pushing. They can see that it might not always come off, but we're always trying to do the right positive thing, and that's what the gaffer sort of installs in us, that try and be positive, proactive with everything we do. And if it doesn't come off, it doesn't come off. It's not always going to come off, but the fans, I think they can kind of feel that we're trying to do the right stuff. But yeah.
You mentioned about goals. You're over halfway to that target you just mentioned in 6, and I had to talk about the Stevenage goal. Steve Brown described it in comms as you made it look like you were popping out for a pint of milk. And to caveat that, he said that you made a very difficult technique look very simple indeed. I know you spoke about it immediately after the game, but do you have time to reflect on that, and do you reflect on that sort of goal and pleased about how it went in?
Yeah, it was a nice little finish, but I'm a bit greedy, so I always think I want to get another one. So it is nice. It's nice getting the finish, but I'm a bit striker mentality where I want to score more. So I feel like I should have scored more already this season. I feel like I should have been double figures already with the chances I've had. So that's a bit of a frustrating thing in itself. But all I can do is next chance try and finish it.
And the way we're playing at the moment, you must be looking forward at least to the running and getting a few more.
Yeah, some really good games. Some good games around us. We've got the big one next game, and then we go in. I think we've got quite a busy period around Easter as well, where we need to playing teams around us, where we need to be picking up points.
And speaking of the goals, I was trying to, after that Stevenage goal, I was trying to think about your best one so far this season. You've got 2 very good ones away at Barnsley, of course. Do you look at your pick of the goals, or just it's always the next one? Which gave you the most satisfaction, at least?
I liked the first one against Barnsley, because it was a bit of a more instinctive kind of finish. It was a nice one. But all my goals are kind of similar, sort of arriving in the box, kind of like that. I like a little chase down the keeper. I saw him on the keeper, just boot him on at me. That would be a nice one. It's just anything really. I like getting sniffing around. Matty's the same. You can see him how he moves and stuff. He's always scoring them near post runs and bits and bobs. It's just trying to do that really.
And mentioned about goals, we said at the beginning of the season, perhaps that was a little bit of our Achilles heel. We weren't getting enough goals. Now that doesn't seem to be the case, and so the whole forward line and the midfield must be really looking forward to every game at the moment.
Yeah, like even TC, he's probably not picked up the big numbers with double figures what you'd think he'd be getting, but he affects the game so much in there. He's so positive and he's creating things for everyone else. So even though some of the boys haven't got the big numbers, they're still contributing by doing bits on the pitch to create things for other people.